So hi guys, this is another video from our series about packaging for paper flowers, and that's the real case. That's the set of flowers which will go to the customer. However, it won't go via postage. It will be picked up by the lady lives well, not the next door from me, but so she will drive, and I want still flowers to be safe and sound, so I will pack them as I usually do. And this is a super mini set, and that's a pretty small box, which is 30 by 30 by 30 centimeters. So let's get started. That's what I do. These are flowers I have, and what I start with, I always say that I do not use plastic packaging inside, and the only exception is when it's wet season in Australia, and I may put a small plastic sheet right onto the bottom of the box. If I do this, I just add a little bit of glue right to the corners and stick the tiny piece of plastic to the bottom. I need this to be stable on the bottom, because what I do next is a dash of hot glue to the flower will be enough to keep this flower right in place if the box is moved or gets upside down, right? And that's a little tiny bit of glue, so my customer will be able to pull it up gentle and release. So this flower is safe. This is a pretty high center, so what I can do, I can put my second flower with the same center this way, not that way, because this center will damage that center, and vice versa. If I have a flower a little bit different, if I have a flower like this with that kind of center, I would put it upside down, but with this particular case I won't, so it comes here. And then I have in this set a few flowers like this, so then I put them upside down, or I would say I can even do this, and then one flower on top and another flower on top of this. So these are pretty stable. I have a pack of leaves and blue tack and hooks and business cards I have, and I add some glue right to this plastic. That's the only plastic bag I use, and I glue this to the side of the box, so it's fixed, it's stable, it doesn't move. But I won't do this actually for this set because it's pretty small. So two flowers, one on top of another, they won't damage themselves, but I don't want to stack more on top of them. So what I make a shelf. I have a small piece of board that's like leftovers from my other projects, so I cut the excess, and now that's good. And I take, actually these were manuals from IKEA purchase, from the furniture from IKEA, and I add some glue right to the sides of this board like this, and then so we are making a shelf which will help our flowers to distribute the weight of them. Now we have a shelf, and what I would do, just a tiny bit of glue and flower to here, and another one sits upside down. There's another flower just a tiny bit of glue and to here. And I have tiny flowers in this set like this. So if I post this box, I would put them into a bag, but that won't be a plastic bag. I use a roll of butcher's papers like this. So I cut a tiny bit of this paper. I cut it like this, and then I form a bag, literally, but that's a paper bag, right? So it can be big or it can be smaller depending on how many tiny flowers I have. When I send other sets with 21 hydrangea flower, that's the bag I use. Like this, and then you can put all your flowers into here and then stick to the side of the box, right? So they are stable, they don't move inside. But not for this particular case, because these flowers will travel in a car of my customer. So what I do is I just place these ones in between, and that's it. So that was a super mini set, but that's not enough. That's not the finish yet for me. When I send flowers to customers, so I add and I glue it, covering all my flowers this way. And the reason why I do this, so if during the postage someone puts my box upside down, you see the box is not full to the top, but if someone put it upside down, these flowers won't fall to the new bottom of this box. They will stay here, they won't move. And then I use a little note to the customers where I ask them, please read. I say about how to care about flowers, how to dust them properly, and actually how to take them out of the box. So they need to pull it up gentle because all the flowers are glued to the box. So, and that's it. And then when I close the box and shake it like this, nothing happens inside. Everything stays on their places, and almost no plastic have been used except the tiny bag where I just keep the small items like hooks and blue tack and business cards and leaves, and all paper around. Never ever I had troubles with this type of packaging. All flowers are safe and sound, yeah, except maybe those really unpredictable cases when, well, yeah, that still may happen if the huge and heavy box fall onto your small and fragile box. Yeah, that will be damaged, but you cannot neither predict nor save your flowers somehow from these kind of cases. They happen, but pretty rare. So that's my way. You're gonna use it and care of your flowers.